Hello, my name is Steve Bowler, and welcome to the Introduction to Juniper Lab number 3. In this lab, what I'm going to show you is how to configure a point-to-point link. More specifically, we're going to be showing you how to configure a point-to-point Ethernet link between a Cisco and Juniper router. So what I've done in this lab is I've combined two separate labs. One of the labs was going to be just showing you how to configure a point-to-point link, and the other lab I was going to show you how to configure a link between a Cisco and Juniper router. So what I've done is I've combined those two labs into this one video. So in the video, what we're going to do is we're going to configure a point-to-point Ethernet link between two routers, more specifically the Cisco and Juniper router. We're going to verify connectivity between the point-to-point link. I'm going to show you how to do a ping from end to end, and we're going to show you some of the Juniper options with ping. I'm also going to show you how to use the monitor command on the Juniper device. Then I'm also going to show you how to clear the counters on the Juniper interface. The way we're going to do this is with the clear interface statistics state command, as opposed to the clear counters that you would perform on a Cisco device. And there might be a couple of other things that I do, a couple other commands that I show you, but that should be everything that we're going to show you in this lab. So hopefully it won't be too long of a lab for you. And then this lab is going to actually lead us into the Introduction to Juniper Lab number 4, which is going to be a very awesome lab in where I will compare how you perform show commands both between Cisco iOS devices, in this case a Cisco router, and a Juniper router. So I'm going to go over show commands on both devices and show you how you would perform the device normally on a Cisco device, and I'm going to show you the equivalent command on the Juniper router. So that's going to be a very cool lab as well. So if you have watched the Introduction to Juniper Lab number 1 and 2, I am actually connected to this Juniper router that's in the picture. This is the Juniper SRX210H, and I am connected to this device via my Ethernet port on my laptop, and I'm using the connection on the Juniper device, the GigE000. So I have PuTTY already brought up, and I am in the router. So what I'm going to use in this lab is I'm actually going to use the same interface that I'm connected to the router to connect to a Cisco router virtually. So it's going to be a pretty cool lab. What I'm going to do first is I'll build the layout or the network topology, and we're going to be using a cloud interface. And again, this cloud, if you've ever used GNS3 to connect a real device to a virtual router in GNS3, then you're going to know exactly what I'm doing. If you aren't, then don't worry, I'll show you this step by step. So we're going to use the cloud device to emulate the network interface card on our laptop to connect to the Juniper device. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this step by step. So we drag the cloud device over, and we're going to change the host name. We'll just name it Juniper, that way we understand exactly what we're using the cloud for. So I'm going to right click, and we're going to configure the cloud. Again, the cloud is going to be the connection from GNS3 that's running on this laptop to my actual real Juniper SRX210. So if I The generic Ethernet NIO that we're going to use is the Realtek network adapter, the Realtek 100,000 Ethernet network interface card, which is my local area connection 2 on the laptop. So we're going to select this